Hello my beautiful YouTube family. I thought it'd be rude not to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I'm coming to you from sunny England. I'm with my family for Christmas. The last Christmas I had in the UK was 1999, so it's well overdue. I've got nieces and nephews born since the last time I was in the UK, which was about 10 years ago for my brother's wedding. So yes, yeah, I've noticed I haven't been on because I always want to be led by the Spirit, right? When to share and what not to share and blah blah blah. But you know, it just makes me think triggering. Christmas can be a time of triggering with family. Not saying that I am, but you see family resemblances when you're getting close to all your family members. You'll see family resemblances, or it's like, oh, I took on that from my mum, or I took on that from my dad, or oh, I'm quite like my brother, or you know what I mean. So there's family traits, but equally as important, like I went out to New Zealand in 1998, and I've never looked back. I mean, I've been following my yellow brick road ever since, even before I even knew I was following my yellow brick road. I've always followed my intuition and what my heart told me to do. It's not been an easy path, obviously, starting fresh in a foreign country. Oh, it actually makes me choke up a little bit. Without family support and without what you were brought up with for the first 18, 19 years of your life. So, but there's great growth, and that's what I encourage you. Like, if you're feeling alienated from your family or from the world, or you just don't resonate with a lot of people around you, maybe it's just time that maybe Spirit's just nudging you in another direction, and maybe there's going to be blessings and the interactions you're going to have in another country, or in the country you're in, it doesn't really matter, or you know, you feel called to move to another area, or just whatever really. This is just what's in my heart to speak on, and go with the flow of life. And if you're in a time of, because Christmas for me actually over the last 23 years has been quite painful at different times, particularly at the beginning, although I've had partners at different times, but there was a patch where I didn't, and I was very aware of everyone gathering with their family and I wasn't, right? And so yeah, just sending my love to you, and just know you're not alone. You're never alone. Spirit has got your back. And that's one thing I'll say, is that even though they might show up with a sign, just ask Spirit for a sign, just to show that you're loved, because you are. There's no separation in Spirit. This is what we're fighting. We're not fighting, we're overcoming. We are the victors. That's what Jesus was all about. That's what I believe. He didn't want to be above anybody. Why are we pedestalizing him? He was willing to wash your feet. This is what I mean about religion. Just remember, he was your fellow brother or sister. Same with Mary Magdalene, and she was the forgotten feminine. She was deemed as a prostitute. It's these sort of things that we've really got to break, because it breaks the feminine. The divine feminine has got to come back with all her intuitiveness. It's looked on as weakness, but we'll see women as I'll just say something. Yesterday I was thinking, because I've got young nephews, and about the role, but some women do get themselves into relationships that they don't realize that's not for their soul best, right? And maybe they've got pregnant, and they've sort of an unwanted baby. It was just something that came to mind yesterday, and I thought, well, the man can bugger off, right? I mean, the feminine bears the brunt of the decision because it's their body, but they are the source of creation, right? So whatever you're facing, just share this with whoever it'll help. Actually makes me choke up, because we're empaths, right? We tap into people's energy, and whether that was just something for me to share on Facebook, I don't know. But I'm not pregnant and I'm not in relation, so I'm all safe in houses. But enjoy that time alone, and enjoy it's making me cry. Mind you, it's a bit cold. It's actually really mild. My dad said I've brought the good weather. It's quite mild. They've had a bit of a cold snap, but it's actually quite mild. Like, I'm sitting here in just my leggings and a top. I'm not cold. So yeah, anyway, maybe that's helped somebody. Maybe it was meant to be, because it was just something that came up that I tapped into yesterday, and I was like, well, it's not me, but maybe it's one of you out there. And so I just send so much love. And there was a picture of a I just saw on, I think it might have been on Facebook, I can't remember, but it doesn't really matter. But it was a picture of a mountaintop, and the outline was of a woman. Like, it's the perfect, if you've seen it, you know, that's great, we're on the same wavelength. But you know, the woman on a mountain left out in the cold, right? So we've got to bring that feminine, divine feminine. New masculines out there, embrace your feminines. You know, we're not all perfect, right? It is a journey, and just always be willing to self-reflect, and that brings the greatest growth. So sending you so much love, and I'm looking forward to spending Christmas with my beautiful family, and yeah, make the most of, because I don't know when I'll be back, or who knows, eh? Right? You don't know. You just don't know what the future holds. But that's all part of it. It's like Christmas presents down the track, and it might be in the year. So just remember that divine gives you gifts every day. And Mum, it's quite funny. I bought something from a shop yesterday, and I obviously needed a bit of comfort. But Mum chose the checkout till number 11, but it had 1111 on it, because it was like a cube with 11 all around it, right? But I saw 1111 and I was like, oh, this is just so funny. But yeah, sending you love. So just keep following those signs and the little nudges, and because spirit do come to you in weird and wonderful ways, and just acknowledge it divine, and say thank you very much, I appreciate that. So on the other thought, I was thinking about all the old people. I was like, you know, there's a lot of people roaming around lonely, and there was this man yesterday. He was in this cart in the supermarket, and he was on his phone. He's on his iPhone, and he was talking to his fellow man that was obviously an age, and he says, all my concern is for your well-being. And I thought, it just really hit me, and I was just like, you know, I don't know his life from a bar of soap, as he doesn't mind, but I looked at him and I thought, yeah, he just embodied what I was feeling. Like, we've just got to be there for your brother and sister, whoever it is. It doesn't have to even be blood. I mean, I rely on people that aren't my blood in New Zealand, and it brings fellow spirit, and I love them very much. So here's to you as well, whoever's watching that knows me. So sending you love. Edgy. Yeah, quite choky. 751, I just saw. Might be significant. 7, what's that? 7, 12, that's 13. The day I was born. I was born on the 13th, and that's path life number 4. So yeah, right. Love you.